right, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Got to get the music going here. I don't have the music going. Can't have that. There we go. Hey, number one. First in chat. What's up, Z? Good to see you. Good to see you. Let me run through all my things here. Let's see here. You know what? I need to do... I'll have to do this later. Well, you know what? I think I can do it now. I don't have my shipping shield advertisement on my stream deck for the stream, so I'm going to do that right now. Gosh, that's so fast. I'm getting better at that. All right, so let me see. I don't have our browser set up yet. What's up, Jacob? Jakovic TCG. Welcome. Saw you picked up some stuff for the kiddos on Pokemon Center today. Saw you post that in Discord. All right, let's test the browser. Yep, browser is set up. Let's go over here to the pro site. I had like a dozen orders overnight, so excited for that. Get the site, there we go. Still got a few good cards on there. All right, camera number 2. Yes, camera number 2 is good to go. All right, the subscribe banner is good to go. What's up, Cardshopguy? Happy Thursday indeed. Got to go to the bank today. Hey, Timmy. No, I actually use Meld Studios. That's what I use for all my streaming and all my videos when I do video recordings. I'm treating them all as live streams. And in fact, I have a video about that. I can't remember the title of it off the top of my head right now. But yeah, I talk about that. But yeah, Meld Studios is where I do all my streaming, all my recording. It's fantastic, super intuitive, super easy to get behind. But yeah, that's what I use. And then I have an Elgato Stream Deck that I'm doing all my commands. Let's see here. Okay, got that already done. Got that done. Let me see if my chat is set up properly. Oh, you know what? Let's see here. Okay, I don't know why my chat is not working right. I'm getting an error message on my chat icon. Let me see. It's working. Odd. Maybe my stream deck's having an issue there. Watch, there's going to be 1,000 of me. Oh, look at all those guys. Oh yeah, I guess there's my Tim, to answer your question. Yeah, this is what I'm using, is the Meld Studios. So you can kind of see the interface there a little bit. You can see my music playing and my microphone bouncing up and down, and super intuitive. Great program. All right, Shipping Shield affiliate link. There we go. If you guys haven't tried Shipping Shield, shippingshieldus.com. Use FlipHouseFinds10 to save 10% off your order. After you use that one, if it doesn't let you use it again, you can use FlipHouseFinds 7.5 to save 7.5%, or FlipHouseFinds 5 to save 5% on your third order. And yeah, loving partnering with them. There's a new product coming out that I'm getting to test. That Greg over at Shipping Shield just mailed to me yesterday. Can't wait to get it. And I have to keep it quiet until he's ready to go to launch with it and start selling it. But excited to get it, especially since I'm starting to get a little bit more into the bulk game, just a tiny bit. And so this product's going to help with that. That's all I can say about it. But go check out shippingshieldus.com. I see Jacob said, yeah, they let you customize which Pokemon and color the shirt is. Got the kids each one with their favorite. Oh, that's cool. Super cool. Yeah, I don't know why. Let me see here. Let me see if I close out. I don't know why this chat. Oh gosh, I made that full screen. That's crazy. I don't know why my chat's not working. Yeah, it's a great program, Tim. Really highly recommend. Yeah, shipping shields are where it's at, for sure. For sure. Cardshopguy, thanks for the advice on my last video. I agree. Hey, Cardshopguy, can you share anything more about you becoming the owner of your childhood local game shop? How are we coming on that? When are we thinking we're going to launch you as the new owner and operator? Curious if you've made any more leeway there. How are things out in California, Kirk? Hope things are well. We're going to open a couple of these packs tonight. I've got 2 Chaos Rising left, and I got the Mega Evolution I picked up last week on my little mini vacay with my wife. So definitely going to open the Mega Evolution tonight, and I'll probably open one of these Chaos Risings tonight. So, oh, Cardshopguy, thank you. Saw that Cardshopguy comes in with a super chat at the $5 range. Thank you so much. Saw the goal, only 4 left. Meeting with the owner Sunday to finalize terms for my letter of intent to buy the shop. It's been stressful, but good stress. Yeah, I can imagine that's... Cardboard Nerd said sunny in California. That's shocking. Shocking. That's exciting. Keep us posted. Man, keep us posted. Dude, you could do a whole new... You could do like a whole YouTube channel based on... There's a guy out there on YouTube that all of his videos start off with a sentence, and I think he's not doing it anymore. But like he went from 0 subscribers to almost 10,000 subscribers on the back of this one line that he started all of his titles of his videos with, and there's no way it could be true. Just mathematically, there's no way it could be true. But if you started like a YouTube series of follow along as I take over my childhood game shop, become the new owner or something along those lines, use ChatGPT to make it better. But I bet there's a lot of people that would watch along with you. That'd be so fun. Hoping to have a deal signed by July 15th. The sets release across all TCGs set me up pretty well for August, September, October. Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, Johnny, good to see you, man. I'm doing well. Doing really good. It's been a beautiful day. Got home late last night. We kind of had a volunteer appreciation event at work, and so got home pretty late, and I was dreading having to get up this morning and mowing the grass. If I just mow the grass, I have a walk-behind mower. It takes a little over an hour and a half. But I was like, man, I don't want to give up part of my day off. Normally, I come home on Wednesdays and do that. And my wife texted me halfway through the night last night through our volunteer appreciation event, and just a picture of the mowed grass. She had taken time yesterday when she was at home to mow the grass for me, and so I've always been the guy to mow the grass. She's maybe mowed the grass half a dozen times in 28 years, and yeah, just really surprised me and supported me. So super thankful for her. Shout out to Jennifer, being the best. Let's see here. Cardshopguy, oh for sure, I'd love to have the first video with almost that exact hook. Yeah, man, that would be like, I think a lot of people would watch that. I mean, I think there's a lot of nostalgia in that. People my age that maybe grew up going to card shops and anywhere in between my age and like in their 20s would love that. How business doing in your store? Oh yeah, we can both answer that question, Cardshopguy, for sure. Pre-order prices on Pitch Black have been crazy. For both, brother. Nice. Shout out to Jennifer. Yes, Jennifer is the bomb. Is that what the kids say these days? She's lit. I don't know what kids are saying these days. I can't hardly keep up with it. My kids would probably tell me. Actually, so between my little trip I took, if you watch my video about my little anniversary getaway last week, that's why I streamed last Saturday night and not Thursday night. Yeah, my chat button is still not working. I don't know what that's about. Anyway, yeah, we're trying to do a 5 super chat goal for the stream tonight. So Cardshopguy got us off to a start with a $5 one. So if you want to take part in that, hit us up. And I need to write down. I always forget to write down until too late who all did the super chat, so I can make sure I put you in the description after the video. Yeah, so I picked up a nice little collection of about 25 cards from a little shop over in Cannon Falls, Minnesota. And then I had one of my regular sellers who had originally told me that he was saving up for the 30th anniversary set, reached out, and apparently on Father's Day, he ripped a bunch of packs. And so it was about almost a $250 collection, and I paid him $160 for it. And listed all those cards. What night was that I did that? Monday or Tuesday night. And I had between probably between Tuesday night and Wednesday night, I had almost 20 orders just from all of those cards. And so I still have some of those left, and I've started listing all of my holos and reverse holos for 30 cents as a floor price, and people are starting to pick those up here and there. And so it's been pretty good. It's been really good. It's nice to see money coming back in. And then I visited the bank today to do some other stuff I'll tell you about here in a minute. But hey, what's up, Superior? How are things up north, sir? Yeah, for Chaos Rising, I mean, I am seeing that the prices are dropping pretty significantly. I saw an Instagram post on that. Somebody had done the comparison. But I don't know that I've seen a similar post for other sets, except maybe Perfect Order. But I mean, cards are cards. And again, as long as you're buying them and flipping them relatively quickly, I mean, cards are going to go up, they're going to go down. It doesn't ever really stress me out. I'm not sitting on a lot of singles that I'm worried about not getting them out the door before the price adjusts. So my thoughts are cards are going to card. I mean, stocks are going to stock. I mean, they're going to go up, they're going to go down. But yeah, just keep moving them and keep plugging away. Cardshopguy, we've been very fortunate this year all around. God's been good to us for sure. Just had our MTG Marvel Superheroes pre-release and had a $50,000 weekend. I know some stores do way more than that, but we're happy with the number. Alan, are you manually entering or using a dock scanner and sort swift? I'm still doing manually, but I have kind of started. I'm trying to remember who it was in chat that one night that I was complaining about doing it by hand, and they're saying they love it. Was it you, Superior? I think it might have been you. This that you just like vibe out to it. You love listing cards, and I'm trying to embrace it in that way. Just turning on. Actually, what I've been doing is watching through the Pokemon cartoon series, and as I'm doing that, I'm listing cards. So I can watch a few episodes and get some listed, and knowing I don't have to list all my cards in one night, so I can do it in little bite-sized pieces. So, but yes, I do. Mandy printed off that 3D printed me a tower to take pictures, and I got to get it dialed in. I know TCG Player just sent me an email this week, or all sellers an email, about the upgrades they made to their scanning software. So I want to check that out. Maybe there's something in there that's going to elevate that experience as well. So Cardshopguy, I'm all about the fast nickel instead of the slow dime. That's really the secret. Yes. Yeah, when I used to play World of Warcraft, I loved playing the auction house, and my saying to my guildmates back in the day was, it's easier to spend money that you have in your pocket than it is potential money while it's sitting on the auction house. And so I always tried to undercut the lowest bid in the auction house. I don't always do the lowest, obviously, on TCG Player. And that's what I would say. All those cards that I've blown through in the last few days that I've listed, most of those cards were listed over market. And I paid 70% of market when I bought it. So I feel like I'm squeezing the sponge a little bit on that to maximize profits. I mean, I am still kind of using that method where I see how many have sold in the last 3 days, divide that by 3, because that's about on average how many have sold a day, and then place myself. If 36 have sold in the last 3 days, I try to put myself in about that 12th spot. And a lot of times, I would say 95% of the cards I listed from those last couple of sets I picked up, that put me over market with the price. So some buy a significant amount, some buy just a little bit, but every penny, every nickel counts. So yeah. Johnny said that's a good thinking, Cardshopguy. I like it. Nice. Superior, it was me. I do it manually also. Yeah, I'm starting to really embrace it. Yeah, Rico, or Cardshopguy says, yeah, Pokepastor has a great video on the Rico document scanner. If you've got a ton of bulk, it's the way. I'm going to buy one soon for sure. Cardboard Nerd says, see how many. I had a pretty good uptick in sales this week too. Not sure what it was all about, because I usually price my cards kind of on the higher end because I would get drowned if I had 20 orders in a few days. Yeah, that's the other piece of pricing cards a little bit higher, is it throttles the amount of sales that come through, especially when you know, like I knew I had a late night last night at my job, and so I didn't want to come home at 9:30 or 10 o'clock last night and then have to sit here till 1 in the morning packing cards or something crazy, because you also want to unwind after work and some of those kind of things too, unless your full-time job is the card shop, like our Cardshopguy friend here. But yeah, that's one of those mechanics, one of those levers or dials that you can you can dial in. All right, I'm going to set a timer for like another 20 minutes or so. And we're going to open up, let's do 30 minutes. And we'll open up one of these packs over here. See if we get lucky. See if I can get as lucky as my son when he pulled the Mega Greninja. Not the Mega. Was it the Mega? Mega Greninja? The SIR from Chaos Rising. Maybe it's in one of these packs. Maybe it's in one of these packs. You never know. Or, well, actually, this is actually out of the booster bundle that I picked up, and this was next to the one where he pulled the Greninja. So maybe the gold Greninja's in one of those, but we'll see. We'll see. I only have 2 left from that. Cardshopguy, you guys get off work and don't do the same thing all night. I'm a dummy and have the shop to worry about and a personal TCG player account. Oh, yeah, yeah. Hey, what's up, Eloy? Welcome. Eloy, I was just talking about, there's a new product that Greg over at Shipping Shield's coming out with. And he's sending it out to some of his affiliates to trial. So he sent it to me yesterday. I'm waiting to get it here in the next couple days. He's pretty close to me. He's just over near Chicago, so just a few hours east of me. So hopefully I'll get it tomorrow or Saturday. But I can't say anything else about it until he gives me the thumbs up that he's ready for his affiliates to advertise it. But it would have been interesting to see if that card that you got back, or your envelope you got back today that was ripped up, if it was in this product that I'm going to be getting and trying out, how that card would have fared. Because I bet you it looks like in that envelope that maybe the card sorter or the envelope sorter ripped the end of it off. I don't know if have you ever seen a video, Eloy, of that, of how that machine is just so chaotic when envelopes go through that machine. It's insane. Cardshopguy says, pretty sure I'd love playing Card Shop Simulator in my free time. I actually have that game. And my accountant told me to make that a business expense because it's a simulator for what I do for work. And so I wrote it off on my taxes this last year at his advice. So, oh, we're just talking about all kinds of things. Cardshopguy here is about to purchase his childhood card shop and be the owner and operator of it, hopefully sometime this summer, with an intent to buy. So super excited for him. Yeah, trying to hit the 5 super chat goal. We got 1 so far from Cardshopguy. I just ordered 1,000 more shields, ran through my first 200 shield order. That's awesome, man. Good deal. Yeah, good accountant training for sure. Yeah, it's a fun little game to play. I have it on my phone, but the disappointment on my phone is it's more like one of those like idle sims. It's not as like hands-on and like granular as the one that's on the PC. So the one on the PC is for sure my favorite. What was I was gonna talk about something. Yeah, so one of the things that I preach about on here is making sure your finances are separated if you're going to do this as a business, especially once you set up your LLC, is to separate your finances from your personal finances at your home. And to be honest, these last few months since I got my LLC set up, I've not done a great job of that, because the way the kind of the financial ecosystem that we have set up with our family is like, for me to get money on my Venmo card, it can't come directly from, oh, thanks, Nightmare. Appreciate you, man. Nightmare coming in with a super chat. You didn't even type anything fun. What'd you want to say, Nightmare? What'd you want to ask? What'd you want to say? Let me know. Let me know. Appreciate you, man. And or woman, as the case may be, but I'm assuming. I looked at my demographics this last week. Like 98% of the people that watch my YouTube videos are male, between the ages of 25 and 45. So that's probably where a lot of you guys are coming in. But I don't open many packs. The only time I open packs is for content. I know that some of the people that watch this channel enjoy seeing me open a pack. I don't. I really the only packs I think I've ever opened, if you go back and look at my Instagram or my YouTube, it's only for the camera. I don't ever open packs off camera. I just don't. I think maybe at Christmas this year I opened some packs that my wife gave me, but even so, I think I turned it into content. So Eloy says, used your 7.5 code, so thanks for that. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, good deal. I haven't had, I always talk about the 7.5% code for people that buy the, you know, the second time through. If the 10 does, try the 10 first. Sometimes the 10 will go through more than once. But I was told by Greg that it should in the system catch it, that that's a one-time use code, then use 7.5 and then use 5% on your next one. So yeah, so I can at least save you some money on your first 3 orders there. Then maybe you can find another content creator that has a code as well. Haven't seen any vid on the roller sorter. Yeah. Oh, I meant on Shop Sim. Oh. Yeah, I do open some packs there because I am trying to complete the master set in that game for sure. When asking about opening packs, so for sure, yeah. Nightmare says, I'm just waking up. Working overnights for a grocery store is rough sometimes. We're getting ready for store inventory, so it's been a mess. I'm a 40-year-old male. You're okay. With 9,000 bulk cards, I've really debated getting a scanner. Yeah, I've only got a handful of bulk, and I'm going to list, in fact, tonight, depending on how the stream goes, to me, this would be considered, this is all hollows and reverse hollows that I want to list for 30 cents a piece. Probably 150 cards here or so. But I'll list these by hand, and I certainly have a bunch of just like common, uncommon bulk. But I don't think I'm going to list anything under 30 cents. Maybe as I'm running out of inventory, if I get in a lull again, I'm definitely going to list all these for sure. It has been nice to see people like buying that $4.50 card and then picking up a couple cards for 30 cents a piece. Like it's, I would say getting all those listed to get my inventory numbers up a little bit has been fun. But Eloy, from what I've been seeing, that plus sort Swift with their chaos sort method would save you a ton of time. Yeah, I saw in our Discord a couple of guys talking about that they're using the chaos sort scanning stuff that's built into tcgtracking.com. So, but what I was saying is I haven't done a good job because in order to get money onto my Venmo card with my finances, it has to like go from my business account at our bank. It has to hit like our main checking account because my business account doesn't have a debit card attached to it because it's kind of a sub account underneath our family's umbrella of accounts. And so I went to another bank that's close here to the house today and talked to them about what it would look like to open up a business account. So I really am wanting to get all of my money at a separate institution, at a separate bank, in a separate account, so that I can't do any what's the word? Cross-pollination. That's not what it is. Commingling of funds with my personal finances and with my business finances. In particular, when I start looking at like, you know, as if this YouTube channel continues to grow, if my voice has any kind of content creator like influence, and for some reason someone sues me or, you know, I say something that hurts someone's feelings and they think I'm it's slander and they try to, you know, come after me or whatever, just to make sure that my family's finances and my finances are 100% separate. And so I'm probably going to go tomorrow and set up an account there with some of the money in my bank account from my business just to get it going, so then I can get my deposits from TCG Player shifted over to there so that I can get my connections with PayPal, my connections with Venmo over to there. So everything's nice and neat and has a bow on it that's just business related. I do that as best I can, but it's just hard the way I have my finances set up right now. So I'm looking forward to doing that. So Brick and Mortar doesn't have 9,000 cards on TCG Player. I aim for full inventory chum within 2 months. Wow, that's crazy, dude. That is a lot of... Oh, not churn. But yes, I understood what you meant there. I tried the 10% code, hit me with no, this is one-time code use thing. That's smart accounting. Treat it like its own entity. Yeah, and I when I set up my LLC, I did a lot of research, and you know, you have to have these. What did he call it today? This is what it's called. I just can't remember off the top of my head. articles of organization. So I set all that up when I set up my LLC. And so to set up, and then I would need to bring in my Minnesota LLC like acknowledgement letter. So I'll bring in my articles of organization and my Minnesota LLC. In my articles of organization, for my LLC, I have just me basically as the sole named member of the LLC. But in my articles of the organization, I have that if something was to happen to me, if I was to die or pass away or something, that it would all go to my wife. And so I'm going to have her co-sign on it just as a co-signature on there so that, yeah, if something happens to me, she could shut everything down and use that money. Or if her and my son wanted to keep the business going, they could do that as well. But yeah, I don't want to think about not being here, but you never know. Just got to prepare. Superior says, that's what I have, totally separate accounts. I have a digital prepaid MasterCard that I use for all my online purchases. Yeah, Retro Mike collects, for sure. Commingling of funds is an auditor's favorite phrase and a lawyer's too. Absolutely, yep. Yeah, so I want to make it all nice and neat, and from this point on, make sure that, yeah, I've done it. I know that there's other people, and maybe someone in this channel, like they just have their family's finances, and they're doing all of their business in and out of their family finance bucket, the same account, checking account, debit cards, credit cards, whatever. And I maybe have stepped into that commingling maybe half a dozen times over the last year and a half, but that's half a dozen times too many. Like I want to get it all buttoned up and make sure it's all separate and not commingle those funds. Only thing I've seen Cardshopguy says could worry about with being sued or liability is add a disclaimer either within the video or at least a description that you offer zero financial advice, just a hobby. Oh yeah. Hey Z, good question. Have I gotten my federal ID number yet? No, I haven't gone the route of getting an EIN yet. It's not required. With an LLC, I mean, it may help with some tax stuff yet, but my accountant said at the scale that my business is at this point, there's not really a huge tax benefit to going the route of getting an EIN and, you know, attached to my LLC just yet. But with now that I'm monetized on YouTube and with my Shipping Shield affiliate stuff coming in, my Amazon affiliate hasn't really proven to be as profitable as I thought it might be over time. I know, I mean, I really debated this week of doing a video like about Prime Day and like going link by link through my shopping list on our Discord server and pointing out the ones that you know, had a deal on Prime Day and really encourage you all to, you know, to stock up on your supplies and stuff like that, thinking that might drive some sales to my Amazon affiliate link. But ever since I started the channel, I think I started using my Amazon affiliate link pretty soon after I started the channel. And I think maybe I've got $50 worth of earnings there, but you have to make 100 before they cash you out in any way. But I tell you what, my Shipping Shield affiliate money that I've made there has been honestly my most profitable revenue stream. I mean, not on top of, I mean, after cards, obviously, after actually selling cards, but it's been interesting to see. But no, I haven't gotten my federal EIN yet. Just the LLC for now, which is tied to my social security number. So Cardshopguy says you don't really need an EIN until you get your first employee or move to brick and mortar and purchasing, yeah, or for purchasing business to business. Yep. Yeah, the laws may be different, Z, in Missouri versus Minnesota. Here in Missouri, our attorney said we had to. Yeah, I mean, yeah, all I know is, I mean, my accountant, let's see what that was. Oh, your attorney said you had to. Maybe from the attorney perspective. I haven't reached out or secured an attorney yet. So maybe they have a different view on that. But to Cardshopguy's point, really the EIN number is when you have to start paying like taxes or withholding employees' taxes and submitting those to the federal government. That EIN number pulls it away from your social. So when you start scaling your business, if you start adding employees or start buying in quantities where doing things tax exempt would be a huge benefit to your business, then the EIN makes a little bit more sense. But when you're just an LLC and it's still in a hobby state, which is, I would say mine is still squarely a hobby, even though I have a YouTube channel and some of those kinds of things. So yeah, I'm comfortable with just keeping it an LLC attached to my social security number. But yeah, there may be a time coming where the EIN makes sense, and maybe that will be. Retro Mike says Amazon minimum payment is 10, not 100. Oh, really? Wonder why they haven't initiated a payout to me yet. Is that something I need to do? Yeah, Cardshopguy says if you're more than a one-person business, sure. And even if maybe I had listed other parties to my LLC, maybe the EIN would have made sense as well. But right now, my son and my wife and my daughter don't really have any interest in being part of the LLC. I mean, they're super supportive, obviously, of what I'm doing and proud of me, but they're not. I don't have a time yet where, like, if my daughter was interested and said, "Hey, Dad, I can help you alphabetize or sort cards or list cards," well, then maybe I need to get an EIN and put her on the payroll, you know. But right now, I'm a one-man show, so I'm doing all that for sure right now. So yeah, and Cardshopguy, yeah, it's Cardshopguy. What's your name? I think you've told me before. Sorry, it's just if you're comfortable sharing your first name. I think you've told me, and if so, I apologize. Retro Mike says you can configure it in the manage payment section. You can set the threshold. Payouts are 2 months delayed though. You earn in month 1 and they credit to your account to pay out in month 3. Andrew, that's right. I'll write that down. Okay, I got to write down what Retro Mike said right there. You can configure it in the manage payment section. All right, Amazon affiliate. What do we think about this music, guys? This is the more of the synthwave, lo-fi music. This is the kind of music I typically listen to during the day. Music without words and kind of has this vibe to it. Manage payment section. Yeah, and the reason I didn't end up doing the video, I already, with Amazon Prime Days, I already had my one queued up about the discussion about brick and mortar to come out on Tuesday, and I knew I had a crazy busy day at work on Wednesday. And I know Prime Day wrapped up today, or is wrapping up today, and I knew it would be a very timely video that would not be evergreen. It wouldn't be one people came back to, because by the time tomorrow rolls around, the video is not going to have any value because Prime Day is over. And so I just didn't spend the time making it. Plus, it was going to probably take quite a bit to make it. All right, Mike coming in here like a champ. Account settings. Yeah, if I could get paid out from that, that'd be amazing to get that, put that in my account and put it to work for me. Earn some interest on it. Account settings, change payment method. Sweet, I'll have to go set that up. Cardshopguy, it's fine music, not overbearing volume level. We're literally listening to you talk and all the chatting, great background stuff. All right, cool. Yeah. I like listening to it too. That's why I wear headphones when I do the live stream. Plus, it's good to know what's going on my computer in case all of a sudden another audio source kicks in from within the associate's account. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. All right, everybody. We've got a 5 super chat goal. We're 2 of 5 right now. In about 10 minutes, I'm going to open up one of these packs. And so I will flip a coin whether we're going to open up Mega Evolution first or Chaos Rising first. And then I may flip a coin to see which of the packs we're going to open. I think I have a coin right here. I do. Here we go. Here's a coin. Who's on this coin? Is this Raikou? Is that who that is? Can you see it? Sorry. There you go. Is that who that is? Raikou, I think. Raikou. Man, that's a card. Eloy, Eloy, are you still here? Let me show you a card. My first card that got chewed up in the mail. It's a heartbreaking card. I debated on keeping it. But I sold it. I think I sold it for like $50. Yeah, market price right now is still $50. This is the card. It got lost. Hey guys, I named a Pokemon that I'm getting so much better at naming Pokemon. But you know, when you're in this business for a year and a half, this is, I don't know, Eloy. Oh, he's still here. Okay, good. This is the card that got chewed up and lost in the mail. That is like such a fun card. And I sold it to a guy like out in, oh, that's lightly played. Let's get the, see, market price near mint or better. Yeah, $51. But I sold, when it got to the customer, it was in a plastic bag that had the USPS logo on it and a letter from the postmaster. I don't know where this postmaster, if it was the one closer to him or closer to me, basically saying, hey, we know you deserve more than this. You expect more from the United States Postal Service. We're sorry, but it looks like somewhere along the way your package was damaged. It was in a black bubble mailer. And my logo doesn't say TCG on it anywhere, so I don't know if it legitimately got ripped at some point or if someone just took a chance that there might be something of value in there and ripped into it or whatever. So because I had an email from him, I had the initial invoice, I had the drop-off receipt to the USPS, and basically an admittance of guilt in this envelope, this plastic envelope that had this letter on it signed by the postmaster. It was a slam dunk case, and I was able to get my money back. So I immediately refunded the customer, and then I worked the USPS process and got all the money back. But it was heartbreaking because I was like, man, what a beautiful card to get. I'd still like to have a copy of that card. Maybe I'll come across it again sometime. But yeah, it sucked. I was super nervous. But yeah, I did a whole, I don't know if I did I don't think I was doing YouTube content at the time, but on my Instagram, I posted about the experience. So, and I have had one successful claim, I only had one claim through TCG tracking through their parcel insurance policy, PIP or whatever it is, and was able to get back, and it even had a confirmed that it had been delivered, and they still gave me my money back. It was just a $13 card. It was that Score Bunny where he's from one of the recent sets, and I was able to provide screenshots of yeah, this card right here. This is the one that got lost on its way to Puerto Rico. Yeah, but I was able to get my money back from there too. So far I'm batting 1,000 for insurance claims. So Eloy says, I just sold 103 coins to someone in Georgia. Like this? 103 Pokemon coins? What'd you get per coin? Like $1 a coin? What did that go for? Oh, yeah, Cardshopguy's ahead of me. He's already asked that question. We had a 151 Venusaur get ate up by a machine that accidentally didn't go out non-machinable. Oh, that stinks, yeah. Such a nice card. I need that one for my 3-dog set that I have. I have the Entei and the Suicune? How do you say that? Yeah, how much did you get? Sold them for $10, and they paid for the bubble mailer shipping. I got them for free in a collection I picked up not too long ago. Oh, okay, nice. Do you guys sell cards and also have a personal collection, especially with the capital? With the capital I need to raise right now, I just feel guilty keeping cards. Love to hear that, Eloy. Good price. Yeah, my personal collection is very, very small. Let me see here. I haven't counted it recently. But a lot of the cards have been given to me. I have a top loader binder here. Let me scoot some of this stuff over. Go to camera 2. So this one I bought because it reminds me of my wife. Making a mess over here. I gotta keep all my stuff nice and neat. I'm a neat freak. My son bought me this one for my birthday, Dwebble, my favorite. Mantike I bought myself from a young couple that has a card shop, a brick and mortar out in Oregon. This Deweese, I don't know how you say that one. This guy here, my wife bought me to celebrate 1,000 sales on TCG Player. These I just picked up over the years. Actually, would it make more sense to do this? These I've just picked up over the years, the last year and a half. None of them are high value. When I first started collecting, I picked up this Snorlax. This one I picked up, from a collection. Eevee I picked up from a collection. I love all these, but let's see, what is this? 1, 2, 3. These are all low value trainers I've picked up for 5 pages. Some more low value trainers, 6, 7 pages. Just picked up that Fennekin, obviously. Picked that up from a collection. So yeah, I mean, this is the whole of my collection. Then I have a bunch of blank pages. Then I had a buddy of mine in the Army. He was stationed out in Okinawa, and he got me some Japanese cards while he was out there. So that's these cards. So there's some beautiful, that Ninetales I love so much. Amatai, yeah, that's just some fun cards. I love that Tyranitar. This one's fantastic. Just a fantastic. I love the artwork on that one, how it kind of looks faded out like it's a sketch. I keep telling stories, and so I'm losing track. How many pages I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll call that 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 pages times 4. 48 cards is the whole of my personal collection, really. Eloy says, I started as a collector and used the business to fund the hobby. Yeah, I mean, that's what I think a lot of people do. For me, it was just a business, and then I've actually become a collector since I started selling, is how it worked for me. So, Cardshopguy says, I'm selling my childhood personal collection this weekend to fund the purchase and pay a business attorney and a CPA. Base set, jungle, and fossil. First edition master set, minus 14 hollows from the base. The other 14 are just shadow. Wow, dude, truly believe that if I owned a first base set Zard in any MTG Black Lotus, I'd be fine not owning another card until I paid off the business. Yeah, I mean, those would be 2 grails for sure to have. Yeah, the Black Lotus, that one's something else. Someone just joined our Discord. Very nice. Oh, I hate it when I make a typo when I'm typing something. My perfectionist tendencies come in. All right, let me make Discord go away. You got a collection? Yep. These 2, punk, haha. Yeah, those are like, if your whole collection was literally 2 cards that you should have behind like bulletproof glass that if you sold, you could like pay off your house, that would be a heck of a collection for sure. For sure. All right, how much time's left on my timer? 2 minutes. All right, here's what we're gonna do. Camera 2. All right, so we've got this Mega Evolution, and we have 2 Chaos Rising. So if it's heads, we're gonna open up Mega Evolution. If it's tails, we're gonna open up Chaos Rising. Heads, Mega, tails, Chaos Rising. Tails. Okay, so we'll open up Mega Evolution as the second pack tonight. Now let's do heads. Heads is Greninja, tails is Pyroar. So heads Greninja, tails okay, Greninja it is. So I'm putting this one back for next week. Pyroar is going back into the box for next week. If I can get all these packs out of the way. Coins going over here. And we are going to open up Chaos Rising Greninja pack right now. I need good luck. What do I need to rub it with for good luck? I should have my wife like kiss it or something for good luck. This is what we're going to open up. All right. Let's see what we got here. Am I going to have a boon to my business and pull a pulling a nice big card. Card Shop Guy, Magic Con Atlanta in November this year. So hoping that if the business goes well for the first 3 months, I want to find a $15,000 or less Lotus there. Irresponsible that I wouldn't need an MTG card again. Let's go. All right, Johnny, thank you. Yeah, honest Card Shop Guy, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but one of the card shops I went to in Cannon Falls, Minnesota last week, he had a giant uncut sheet. I don't remember what set. He told me the story behind it. It was a set that a bunch of people pre-ordered back in the day, years and years and years ago, that they didn't deliver the pre-order. They had a printing issue, and so they gave everybody as kind of a consolation this big uncut sheet, and he has it framed in there. It's beautiful, 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 beautiful. All right, code cards going over there. This is in the front. Greninja, that's water, water. Ah, psychic. Okay. All right, here we go. Bergmite. Mincino, cute card, cute card. Let Leo out there on the savannah in Africa. Golbat, Skuntank, Deoxys. This is one of the, I learned, was it last week's stream that I learned that there's multiple different forms of Deoxys? One that's like defensive. Prism Tower. I love Prism Tower. That's Luminous City, isn't that right? Isn't that where the tower is? We're playing in events all weekend at MagicCon to try and collect enough tickets for an uncut sheet. That's super cool. Pumpkaboo. Is this a reverse? Oh yeah, this is reverse hollow. Pumpkaboo. Reverse hollow. Pat Rat. And hey, we got a little something there. Got a little something. Gorgeist EX. Gorgeist EX. If I was a guessing man, I would say that's worth $1 or less. Like probably is 80 cents. Let's say it's 80 cents. I have no idea. I'm gonna go look it up real quick. But I will put that on the shop straight away. It will be the only Gore. Oh, Gore. It's like a gourd Geist. That's why I love the way they name some of this stuff, because it really does look like the. It's so funny. So like, you know, the direct market price is 99 cents plus $3.99 shipping to TCG Direct, but then the actual market price down here is showing 50 cents. But let's actually see. So how many have sold? 474 have sold in the last 3 days. So that means like 150 are selling every single day. And so like if you came down here and if you wanted to be at the bottom of the first page, it's 50 cents. But that's certainly not in the 150 range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So that's like 60 cards represented on the first page. So it'd be kind of the bottom of the second page would be, oh yeah, I mean, it only takes you up a few pennies if I listed it way down here around 58 cents or so. Sorry for all the scrolling, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's jump in here. That was dumb. All right. Let's see here. Inventory. GOURGEISTEX. And let's come in here. 41 of 86. Yep. Yeah, it's a good guess, Card Shop Guy. That and hitting Artist Alley for all the signed prints would be awesome. I'm one of the buttheads buying a ton of EXs and Bs to fill a dollar binder for kids to shop. 50%-ish return, 50 cents at a time. All right, so let's match this price. Let's make it 55, and then over here on my pro seller site, we'll make it 52 and one total quantity and save, and it is listed. listed. So if I don't know how quickly it's going to make it over here to this page. Let's find us a nice. I recycle all of my penny sleeves that have the tabs on them. I like to try to match the color of the penny sleeve. So the pink, I think, pink tab at the top matches the purple pink aesthetic of the card. That's just a little something I do if I have a bunch of penny sleeves with the tabs at the top. I try to match the color of the tab at the top to kind of complement the card a little bit. Get my top loader. This is probably one I don't need a top load, but all my ones that are not the bulk, and then alphabetize it right over here. Let's see here, G, is that G-O? Oh man, I opened it up right to where it went, right off the bat, boom. It's in the inventory, ready to be sold to one of you fine men and or women, as the case may be. I wonder where Mandy is tonight. Mandy is always in these live streams. I do not see her tonight, so I wonder how she's doing. I know she went to a concert on Saturday. But typically she's here, but don't see her tonight. The floor for my EXs is 75 cents. Yeah, you know, I probably need to implement something like that, Eloy. That's actually a pretty good idea. Yeah, Cardshopguy, the tabs are a nice touch. Yeah, I don't remember, I get them in these little packs here with the black. And I want to say, let me go pull up my Amazon account real quick. I bought them in a larger quantity this last time when I bought them because I use them so often. But I have probably 75 of them over here. This little bin in the front is full of just ones that if people buy multiple cards, I put multiple cards in a single sleeve. And so I definitely recycle those. Let me see what I paid for these last time. Oh, Prime Day ends in 30 hours, so there's still... Yeah, so I paid... Let me go to my browser here. I don't want to show my cart on the... Anyway, I will say that I paid $6.99 for 600 of them, so just a little over a penny a piece, and they work really well. I've had a few times, you know, the penny sleeves that have like the little flap or tab that are kind of like built into it, but they don't seem to be rigid enough. This adds just a perfect amount of rigidity to it that it does well in mine. Yeah, Team Rocket Mandy, yeah. No, Cardshopguy, you're great, man. Sorry if I'm chatting too much. Just love talking shop, and this is one of my favorite outlets to speak with like-minded folks. No, man, you certainly have the expertise working in a card shop as long as you have, and then you're about to buy your own card shop, man. You've got an expertise and a skill set and a view on the hobby that I think many of us appreciate. So no, you're not. You're just fine, my guy. You're just fine. I get off every Thursday around 6 and have tried to make most live streams since finding them. Yeah, man, I appreciate it. I really do, especially for your super chats also. Really appreciate the support. So, yeah, and let's see here. Speaking of super chats, we got 3 more to go to hit the goal of 5. That's the lowest goal I can set on a stream is 5 super chats, and then I set it to the lowest super chat value, which is $2 or $1.99. So. Yeah, I learned stuff. I mean, a lot of what I learned is right here from you guys too. So, yeah, he says I still learn stuff talking with you guys. Eloy says it helps with the customers trying to buy out shops at 50 cents each. Yeah. I guess in my mind I still haven't differentiated, you know, EX versus Vs and V stars and which ones are the most. I'm still learning some of the nuances of that side of the hobby. So. I ordered 800 top loaders on Amazon today for 43 Canadian. For 400 top loaders, that's a deal. Oh, okay. That's a good deal for even just 400. Card Shop says, sorry, Eloy, my bad. I don't know what that was about. I may have missed something. The floor for my EX is 75 cents. Yeah, so Eloy, so I guess with that floor at 75 cents, you found that to be where there's enough movement there that's a floor that you're comfortable at. Because I mean, EXs are like, what is the rarity on an EX? Is it uniform across all EXs? Where they're all the same rarity? No, that can't be right, because I know there's some that are... Well, but then that's the Mega Evolution. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud. I'm like answering my own question if I just process out loud, so... Oh, gotcha. You're the card shop guy saying I'm the shop that buys out EXs for 50 cents a piece, was just apologizing. Oh, gotcha. So when people put in EXs at 50 cents a piece, you're the guy that comes in and buys out the shop, basically. I see. But yeah, those tabs, I've gotten a lot of comments in my feedback about the tabs that I use, just the ease of use, because when I put them in the Cardshopguy, have you ever watched any of my videos on how I pack cards? I could demonstrate if you haven't, but I'm almost out of my old shipping shields where I can transfer over to the ones that are pre-printed for me. I can't wait to use these. These were all ones that Greg at Shipping Shield I paid to have pre-printed, so I didn't have to do the stamp on them. So it looks quite a bit better than, this is when I bought a stamp from rubberstamps.com. This is what it looked like, and it had kind of my old logo before I started creating content. It just says collect more with less, as opposed to this one. It's really cool, the difference. But yeah, the way that I do these, I don't know if I've showed. Oh, you have? Okay, cool. A sucker for RNG Games method. Yeah, RNG Games, that's where I think for like bulk, I like a few of his methods for sure. But when I'm just doing 1 to 10 cards, the way I do it, I prefer. But just the way the tab sits down inside the shipping shield, so when they open up the shipping shield, the tab just kind of like pokes up just ever so slightly, and then you just naturally want to grab it, and when you do, the card just pops right out without hardly any effort. It's just a great experience, so I get a lot of feedback on that. Speaking of chatting up and talking business, would the voice chats and the Discord be available for members to link up? All good card shop guy. Yeah, for sure. I mean, those voice chat channels down in, I mean, technically you guys could all be in there hanging out right now, talking amongst yourselves, but it would kind of make the live chat probably pretty lame if you guys are just all in there talking. But yeah, after the live stream, if you guys wanted to go use them, they're open for public use. And so, yeah, there have been a few times where if I'm sitting here at night and I'm just sorting cards or something, that I'll, go into general chat and just put, hey guys, I'll be down in, one of the voice channels tonight while I'm hanging out. And yeah, if you want to come hang out, and a few people will stop by while we're sorting cards or whatever. So feel free to use those in the Discord server for sure. And if you didn't know, if you're here in the chat and didn't know, we have a Discord server. The link is down below. You can go check that out. Yeah, I know, Eloy, you and I did a virtually kind of a FaceTime call in Discord a few weeks ago. So yeah, it's a great way to connect and learn from one another, even when I'm not live streaming. So for sure, highly recommend and encourage you guys to use that. Let's see here. Let's see what kind of cards I've got up for now. Let's see. So this is my current inventory, ranked highest to lowest. That's a cute card, the Togedemura. Not a big fan of the rainbow cards. I'm glad that people enjoy them, but don't really do it for me. I do enjoy the stadium cards quite a bit. Yeah, I got a Flareon, Vaporeon. I think I sold another. I think I had 2 more in this set of the evolutions I sold through already. Clefable, or Clefable, however you say that. I say Clefable. Oinkologne. I like that Copper Raja a lot. That's probably my favorite art style, is this kind of 3D art style. So when I have those in my inventory, it's hard for me to get rid of them. Yeah, this style here. Yeah, then I start getting into the sub 90 cents cards, or sub dollar cards, that Glamora. I like that Salamence too. Fire Breather's okay. Yeah, I got some decent cards up right now. Still got some of these cards sticking around that don't have art with them. I like that Octillery also. I think that's a reverse holo. Yeah, if you go to my categories, my Japanese, I still have some Japanese hanging on. Go back up here to the top, shop now. How do I... Oh, here we go. Yeah, all my Japanese cards I have right now, for whatever reason, TCG Player does not have images. Doesn't make them very compelling to all have this exact same image. And then I have one stinking One Piece card that I cannot get rid of. I need one of you guys to come buy it from me. Yeah, this card right here. It's lightly played. I thought when I bought it, it was near mint, but in this kind of silver bubble over here on the side, I'm gonna turn my music back on. It just had one tiny scratch in there. And see if I can find this card real quick. I just didn't feel good about. I think technically I could sell it for. Technically, I could sell it for near mint, but I didn't feel good about it. Didn't feel good about it. Yeah, just over here on the side in this field of silver. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. There's a scratch over there. Just a mild scratch. You can kind of see it, barely. But yeah, I don't know. I'm such a stickler for the condition, and I want to make sure people are happy when they get the cards. But yeah, this is the only One Piece card I have in my inventory right now. And one of the collections I picked up a couple months ago had quite a bit of the... But that's literally the only thing that's wrong with it, is one little scratch over in that silver field over there. Other than that, it's definitely mint, other than that one little scratch. But anyway, I picked it up. I was disappointed when I saw it because it decreased the value quite a bit. And I could likely get away with selling it for mint, but I just don't want to disappoint somebody if they got it. I bought 2,000 of the Post-it tabs on Amazon for $13. They have the same ones on Prime sale for $8. Oh, that's awesome. The Post-it brand. Makes them a 0.004265 each, to be precise. Eloy comes in and has that precise number. I love it. I love it when we do the math like that. Eloy's over here typing in Discord. Gotten cleaned out multiple times of EXs and Vs, even at level 4 seller. There's always the buyers out there willing to clear out a shop, streamers, whatnot, sellers. I've had brick and mortar stores buy me out as well. Oh yeah, it's a good. Yeah, might as well make what you can make off of it for sure. About to list a Lucario and a Riolu lot I picked up yesterday. Oh, very nice. You got multiple copies of each of those? That'd be fun. Just looking at chat over here for a minute. I still don't know why my YouTube chat isn't working. Let me see if I can shut down or restart my Stream Deck. It's giving me trouble earlier today. Yeah, it's still not working. So weird. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. What did the Twitter machine just tell me? Prismatic Evolution, Super Premium Collection, Illustration Collection, Series 2, Ascended Heroes, and more. Target drop possible tonight at 3 a.m. Eastern. Do you guys stay up for these Target drops at like 2 in the morning? I have not. But yeah, this is all the stuff it's saying is going to be available. Prismatic Evolution, SPC, Illustration Collection, Series 2, Chaos Rising ETB, and Chaos Rising Booster Bundle. Potentially at 3 a.m. Eastern Time tonight on the Target website. So if you're looking to get some sealed and or... All right, let's do a 30-minute timer for the last pack we're going to open tonight. Let me see if I can find... See if I can find the post on my Instagram when I... Oh, you know what? I think what I did is... I don't think I necessarily had a picture of the package when it got destroyed, but like I celebrated the fact that I did have a successful claim with the USPS insurance. I think that's what I did. I'm trying to remember how I represented that in a picture on Insta. And I also don't remember how long ago that was in my mind. Was it warm outside? Was it cold outside? I don't recall. Boy, this was a good day. This was, how long ago was this? November. This was around Thanksgiving. I wonder if this was around the Black Friday sale. Look at all those orders I was shipping out. It was a fun day in the shop. This is one of those super cold days I was waiting for cards to... Decided to take a picture of myself. I was feeling cute. Might delete. Is that what the kids say? Let's see. I'm old. I'm lucky to stay up until 11 p.m. Yeah, I feel you on that one for sure. Oh, this is one I wish I could have kept. This Miss Matt, how do you say that? Oh gosh, you can't even see it. There you go. You can kind of see it that way. That card. Wonder what that card is worth. Yeah, it looks like Magic the Gathering, Lord of the Rings, and Pokemon had a baby with that card. This one. That's $44. Beautiful card. Hated to sell it, but I did. I still haven't found my insurance claim. Well, this is another good day on the shop. That was a fun one. Get back to full screen. Another good day of sales. Let's see, new cards in the shop. Oh yeah, I was advertising that. This is back when I was drawing more personalized images on there. I drew this little Charizard on somebody's order. I was just taking too long though. I had to come up with my little stick figure guy. Oh, this is another... Oh, well, I can't show that. Man, I'm looking back through these. The number of cards that I not should have kept, but could have kept. Oh, this Clam Pearl card. Love that card, too. Such a great card. Would have liked to have kept that one as well. But yeah, you gotta be a bad collector if you're going to sell cards. You just have to be. You just have to... Oh gosh, another good day in the shop. What day was this? Memorial Day weekend. My first Memorial Day weekend. I don't know if you can see how many orders are there. There's probably 25, 30 orders in there. That's when I got my first orders to Mississippi and Wyoming in there. Oh, this was my first Mayhem sale. I don't know if you can see how many orders are there. My first Mayhem. I had to take it in a box. So many orders. That was a fun one. Yeah, I could have sworn that I put somewhere on here on Instagram when I had that insurance claim, successful insurance claim that I... Oh gosh, this was back in March of last year. I had 201 sales. I had just become a Gold Star seller. That seems like forever ago, even though it's not that long ago in the grand scheme of things. Oh yeah, this is when I became a level 4 seller in 21 days, February 28th last year. It's fun to look back on these. If you don't do social media, if I could encourage you to do it just for the reason of being able to kind of like be kind of almost a historical record of your store and your shop and the journey. It's been so much fun to go back at times and kind of reminisce and flip through these and be reminded about, oh, here we go, I found it, guys. So this is the one that got returned. Dear postal customer, we sincerely regret the damage. And so it was like this, oh, he didn't sign it, but it says your postmaster at the bottom. But yeah, this is where that Raikou card was in this. So when the customer got it, he emailed me a picture of the envelope like this. And so I provided that, and then honestly I got a check back from USPS pretty quickly. So that's what I was talking about as far as that claim, and how that was only just a couple months into the journey. Oh, okay, Cardshopguy is teaching me here. Miss Magius. Miss Magius. That makes sense. Miss Magius. Have to say it 8 times fast. Miss Magius. I'm just sitting here looking through. You know, what am I doing? I can be like scrolling through my Instagram where you guys could see it too. I mean, not that you're wanting to see it, but you could always go to my Instagram and see it. Yeah, here's what I posted today. A busy morning. Yep, I had over a dozen orders this morning alone. But yeah, here's that uncut sheet of cards, Cardshopguy that I was talking about at that little shop in Cannon Falls, Minnesota. Very impressive. The picture never does it justice, but yeah, this is the card I picked up from a little shop over in Oregon. Tinker's Toy and Hobby. Yeah, it's one of my chase cards. Ever since I saw that card, I've always wanted it. Yeah, this was a fun little collection to... Well, it was actually a 38 card order that came in at the tail end of Mayhem. So yeah, this could have been, Eloy, to your point, this could have been somebody that was trying to get cards for like a whatnot stream or something, because these are all megas and EXs. I don't remember what the value of that collection was, but it's always easy to pull when you have multiples like that. But they certainly, I don't know if they cleared me out, but they certainly got a bunch. Yeah, time capsule of business. Yep. Oh, and on this one, this is something, a top loader weighs 0.25 ounces while a shipping shield weighs 0.21 ounces. When shipping weight matters, shipping shield is the right choice. And so I put that little thing on there. So yeah, I did a little bit experiment. And if you add 0.25 and 0.21 together, it comes to 0.46. So I was just showing that at least that mathed. That's a fun card too, Rose's Encouragement. Look at the abs on this guy. What kind of workout is Monkey D. Luffy doing over there? Ridiculous. Yeah, here's when I got these guys in. I've only used a handful of them just for fun. 1,000 of them. Yeah, then my wife went on a little trip and she saw these at the airport, I think in Nashville. So she texted me this picture and said, "Do I need to buy anything?" And she showed me a picture of the prices, and I was like, nah, you don't need to buy nothing from there. Yeah, these are all cards I've had in my collection and sent off. This card here on the right was so gorgeous. So gorgeous. What's up, Pastor TCG? TJ, what's up, brother? Hope you're having a great night. Dropped in to press like. Thank you, man. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. Yeah, we're just all talking about the journey. Our friend Eloy here had a package get ripped and returned, and so we were talking about insurance claims and the times that you got to file those, and even through TCG tracking, having some successful ones. Oh yeah, guys, and my sealed collection is starting to grow, so this could be a problem. Thought about starting to kind of use my gun safe to put some of these things in to keep them a little bit safer. But yeah, I'm trying to think, is there... Yeah, I think that's Chaos. No, that's Ascended Hero. That's Perfect Order. Yeah, this doesn't even have Chaos Rising in it yet when I took this picture. So it's getting even more and more and more. Yeah, thanks for swinging by, TJ. Appreciate you, man. Here's my face talking to my face in the same hoodie. All right, we're going to open up another... You know what? Let's go ahead and open up this Mega Evolution. You guys want to do that? Actually, let me take a quick break. Let me go to the bathroom. I'll come back and we're going to open up this Mega Evolution. So I will be right back. All right, I have returned. Oh, this was a fun one. I'm sorry, I'll keep showing you guys pictures on my Insta. But yeah, my wife found this package of Pokemon Band-Aids. I still need to use some of those. I don't think I've used any of those. It's been fun. Been a fun journey, fun ride. Really, really have enjoyed it. All right, let's open up this Mega Evolution pack right here. Let's see if we can get anything. All right, I'm gonna put that over there as well. Put the code card there. Put this in the front. Let's do fighting energy. No, metal. I almost said metal. All right, here we go. Sandslash. Execute. Execute. They're not that cute, to be honest. Gimmighoul. Thievul. I like Thievul. He's a fun. What's his little thing? With a lithe body and sharp claws, goes around stealing food and eggs. Bolton is its natural enemy. All right. Mystery Garden. Looks like a cool place to hang out in the evening. Soul Rock. This one was in my deck for a while when I was playing live. Shiftry. All right, Reverse Hollow Soul Rock to go with my non-reverse hollow. Kadabra. Hold on, I got to read Eloy's thing before I look at my last one. My 3-year-old daughter gifted me a pack of Chaos Rising for Father's Day. Pulled Ira Frogadier from Chaos. I'm now replacing the one I already had in the master set for the one she gifted me. That's awesome. I like that card a lot. And Raikou. Raikou comes in at the end. Thanks, Raikou. No hit, but got a few reverse hollows and hollows to put into my not collection, but put into my 2-list pile over here. There's the code card. There's that. My garage door just opened. I think my wife went out and ran an errand. Coming back. I mean, she's probably not watching the stream. How dare her? How dare her? That's so cool. A Frogadier, man. I love that the Frogadier and the Froakie from this set. From Chaos Rising. If I could get a couple of cards, I would certainly get those. They've dropped in price quite a bit. Quite a bit. More so than some other sets, I think, but all right, guys, still trying to get 5 super chats. Got 3 left before the end of the stream. What else is going on in everybody's shop? What are we excited about? What's working? What's not working? How can we help one another? Let's see here. Let me see if I can come across on TCG Player. Oh, you know what? I haven't looked at Pokebeach in a while. What's going on over there? Is there anything I need to be reporting on my YouTube channel? Yeah, Pokemon Pocket doesn't really excite me. Yeah, there hasn't been a lot of big news lately. There just hasn't been a lot out there to speak on. I did see that Pokebeach did show that there was a trademark filed for "Are you perhaps with Team Rocket?" And so his speculation is when that kind of stuff has happened in the past, that means a set's coming out with a similar name, but they've never done a set with a question mark in it like that before. So that would be a unique name situation for Pokemon, because they've never had a set come out that had a question mark in the name. So that would be an interesting development were it to be true. It makes sense that it would be true. But yeah, let's see something real quick. Just looking to see if the seller blog, even at TCG Player, if there's anything exciting over there going on right now either. Do you guys ever, like, if you get an email from TCG Player or eBay or whatever that talks about in-demand, understocked cards, how do you, like, does that change the way you're listing cards, or do you actually go and look for some of those cards when those kind of emails come out? Superior asks, has the sealed Pokemon availability in Minnesota gotten any better? Not really. I think when Perfect Order was out, maybe you could find it a little bit more. I mean, my son and his girlfriend were able to find some cards this week, just a few days ago, but I think that they actually hit a target right around a restock time. But no, the hunger for Pokemon cards here in the Twin Cities is insatiable. So, I mean, every time I go to the store, I'm going to go buy the trading card aisle just in case. But I'm so focused on buying singles and selling singles that I'm not really looking for a lot of them anyway. I may buy a little bit here and there just so I can open some on the stream, but that's it. Yeah, Cardshopguy says sealed Pokemon everywhere is tough. Yeah, I was just watching, what's the guy's name from Cardinal Gaming? He was talking about One Piece cards and the print quality that Bandai has and the numbers of them that are getting 10s when they get submitted to PSA, that even a $25 card sent to PSA, even if you're paying the $80, the higher rate for because they're not doing the value level anymore right now, is still profitable. The One Piece market was booming, and then it slowed down a little bit, and then it's booming again, kind of thing. So he had a whole video on that I watched earlier today when I was packing orders. So Cardshopguy says we limit customers to 4 packs a day, $7 a pack, MSRP during the weekly locals with league entry. Eloy says, contemplating jumping on the pro seller just for the price changer benefit. With my inventory the size it is, I don't have the time to go back and manually adjust every card besides my 20-30 cent cards. Yeah, that might be worth it for sure. Feel like that also has something to do with my slowdown in sales. Yeah, I've tried multiple times to get the, what is it called? To get my pricing rules correct, and I just can't quite get them dialed in the way that I would like for them to, and so I still am going in and doing stuff manually. So I'm a Cardinal fan also, but as far as grading, I'm buying into Rudy's run on PCG grading. Superior says, in Thunder Bay it's gotten a bit better. I mostly buy singles though through Whatnot or Facebook Marketplace, but I do buy sealed Japanese when the price is right. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense too. I have not gotten any sealed Japanese. Do the Japanese releases have ETBs, or are they just the boxes, the booster boxes that have like the packs with 5 cards in them? Cardshopguy says you can export a CSV with your inventory, mastery price, then re-upload. Yeah, that's probably the simplest way to do it. Just go, cell by cell, change the price super quickly instead of having to click in and out of the listing on TCG Player. For sure. Have you guys seen the artwork that people have done where they take a bunch of booster packs like this and they make like a piece of artwork out of it, or they put it like behind glass and then just seal it back up? So I'm kind of hanging on to all of these so that I can do something similar, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know if I'm actually going to do that or not, but I'm saving on my packs. I wish I would have saved all the packs I've ever opened, which isn't a ton, but it would be fun to kind of commemorate all that with all the pack art and stuff like that, kind of in a collage. In fact, when I went to that card shop in Cannon Falls, Minnesota, he did that. He had a couple of framed pieces of artwork that there was a bunch of the pack art and stuff like that. So booster boxes. So is that all Japanese is just the booster boxes and single packs? I haven't paid as much attention to the Japanese side of the hobby as I should have. All right, I'm going to set a timer here. Oh, I still had a timer. What was that timer for? Oh, I think I opened up that pack of cards way too soon. Way too soon. Thank you guys that have done super chats tonight. Really appreciate that. That was Cardshopguy and Nightmare702. Thank you guys both so much. Appreciate you guys very much. Let me see if I can find a picture real quick of... Eloy says, I'm going to Puerto Rico next week. Going to see what the market is like over there. Only 3 left till we hit the goal. Oh yeah, thanks Shark Card Shop Guy. Appreciate that, yeah. Yeah, do you have, Eloy, do you have any insight into what the market looks like over there? Yeah, I'm just curious, like, is that something that has made its way over to Puerto Rico as Pokemon? I mean, it sounds like you know that they at least have a Pokemon scene there. I was trying to see if I could find any pictures of the inside of that card shop I went to over in Cannon Falls. But it looked like most of the stuff is just advertising game nights and stuff that they're having. I even tagged him in a post I did on Instagram the other day. And I didn't get a reply back. Not even a thank you. What is going on? Oh, is this what you were talking about? Who is it? Jacob? I don't know if Jacob's still in here or not. I didn't know they had these shirts that you could like kind of customize the color and the Pokemon. That's pretty cool. How to customize. Select a product type. Pick your favorite Pokemon. Select your design. Select. Oh, let's do this. This is fun. Let's do product type. Adult T-shirt. How many? Ooh, look at all of these. Do they have Dwebble? Do they have my boy Dwebble? I don't know. I don't know. I don't see Dwebble on here. Unless I scrolled past him too fast. I know I have Dwebble as like my avatar for my account at the top. Okay, if I wasn't going to choose Dwebble, who would I choose to be my favorite Pokemon? I mean, how many Charizard and Pikachu t-shirts do you think have been ordered so far? Card Shop Guy says XY, what is X? Has a pretty solid Japanese selection of One Piece and Pokemon in the terms of becoming a wholesale account. We're way less stringent than like Southern Hobbies or GTS as far as the distribution prices go. Alright, so let's say I do like Ninetales, okay. I don't necessarily like that artwork of Ninetales. Let's see, Psyduck probably is pretty popular. Machamp is probably pretty popular. I do like Ponyta and Rapidash. Those are fun Pokemon. Gengar is probably pretty popular. There's Krabby. It's kind of a saltwater creature. I like this song. Seaking, Horsey, Starmie. Ditto's kind of fun. Lapras is fun. Almanite is kind of a snail slash hermit crab, but not really. Oh man, if I had to decide, this would drive me absolutely crazy. Let's go with, let's make a shirt. Where'd Rapidash go? Let's make a Rapidash our, ooh, then we get to choose, oh, we get to choose different versions. Well, not Galarian. Let's just do this one. Okay, so I selected this design. Okay, okay. And then I can put it on a white, a black, a gray, or a navy shirt. I would probably go black. And let's do extra large. Print on demand shipping notice. So what's this cost? Jacob, what did this cost you? Because I don't want to necessarily go to my account cart. Well, actually, I can add it to my cart. Let me go back to full screen so you can't see my account pop up. All right, so I added it to cart. Let me go over to my cart. That's not bad. $25, $24.99 to kind of get a custom shirt to some degree. That's pretty fun. Kind of dig that. Just wish they had Dwebble or Mantike. One of those two would be more my favorite. Maybe they're going to add more. Maybe this is like a proof of concept to see, you know, what the market's going to dictate for this. Let's see here. Hey, Nick said, "Hey everyone, I'm glad to be home from work today. Traffic was a nightmare. It took over 90 minutes to go 30 miles. That's gross, man. I hate that for you. Sorry, dude. Don't know how I put up with doing the commute every day pre-pandemic." Yeah, dude. The roads were so nice during the pandemic. What's up, David? What's up, Alan? Congrats on 1K. Thank you. David loves TJ. Did you guys know that? That's what the username says. Yeah, thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, so we're up to 1,070 subscribers. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been a journey. It took me 9 months to do it, but yeah, it's interesting to still go to some of the subreddits on Reddit about people that are trying to find their niche, trying to find their voice, trying to find their people, their viewers on YouTube. And I'm just so grateful that, I mean, it was a 9 months of grinding for sure. And the grind isn't over. I mean, where the real fun begins is trying to figure out how to get views. And honestly, all the videos that I've made since I got monetized have not performed as well as the ones that 6 months before. So yeah, so this is where the fun begins, trying to like turn the dials and try to figure out like what videos are gonna be, you know, is your community or your, you know, viewers gonna respond to the most. And so it's been an interesting journey, but yeah, I'm gonna try to do 3 more super chats before the end of the stream to try to get to a 5 super chat goal. So if you want to do that at $2 or more to try to help us get our goal, I'd appreciate it. I'll put you in the description notes, give you a shout out live right here on the stream. But yeah, we've already opened up 2 packs tonight, so got 1 little EX hit, but that's really it. This means I think my son pulled like 4 of these the other day from packs of this particular card. I think he got a couple reverse hollows, but that's a super cute one. Execute Gimmighoul. What's Gimmighoul's thing? What is his thing? The Pokemon was born inside of a treasure chest about 1,500 years ago. It sucks the life force out of scoundrels who try to steal the treasure. And the only combat he has on the card is a slap for 10 hit points. So I don't know how much that shouldn't it be Soul Suck? Because it says here in the flavor text, it sucks the life force out of scoundrels who try to steal the treasure. Scoundrels, what a fun word. You scoundrel. Oh, I read the Thievel's flavor text. I always like to read these when I have time. Mencino, these Pokemon like things neat and tidy. They're always sweeping and dusting their habitat using their tails as brooms. It's a basic Pokemon and it gets 30 damage. Oh, but it does 10 damage to itself. So it does more damage than a normal basic Pokemon, but it does 10 damage to itself also. How unfortunate. How unfortunate. Shiftry. Yeah, some basic card. Of course, I mean, this basic does more damage, but you have to have three energy attached to it to get Frost Breath to kind of do its thing. What does Bergmite say? It blocks opponents' attacks with the ice that shields its body. If the ice breaks, the Pokemon uses cold air to quickly create new ice. Mystery Garden. No flavor text on this one. It just lets you know what it's going to do. No, David, I really appreciate the congrats on the 1K. It was fun to get there. Fun to get there. Lit Leo, let's see. I remember you mentioning you were from Texas. Are you a fan of Mexican food? How's it up north compared to Texas? Yes, I am a huge fan of Mexican food. In fact, when my wife and I did our little mini vacation getaway, we went to a place called Rancho Loco. There's one here locally as well, which is actually better than the one that we went to. I would say we have found a couple places up here in Minnesota that do a decent job with Mexican food, but it's just very, very difficult, especially like when you go down to San Antonio and some of that area of Texas, when you have the river walk that has dozens and dozens of different Mexican food restaurants. I did find a Mexican food restaurant up here recently that has kind of a Mayan take on it. And so all of their tortillas were stone ground corn tortillas. And so it had a little bit of a different vibe and a little bit more upscale. But for me, I just like the, you know, when I say dirty Mexican food, that doesn't sound right. But, you know, just more of a, you know, just a diner that you can smell the fajita, you know, fajita meat cooking in the back. And so, yes, Jennifer and I, my wife and I are big fans of Mexican food. Man, there was a Mexican food restaurant in my hometown called El Zarape. And my gosh, man, the memories I have eating with my family at El Zarape, and the burritos they had there. They did some deep fried burritos, which is much different. A lot of times when you go to a Mexican food restaurant and they have burritos, it's just a soft flour tortilla wrapped around, you know, some warm meat and other fillings. But then they deep fried it there, and I remember eating those growing up, man. So good. Nick says, I really enjoy the soccer fans that have come from Europe that are falling in love with Mexican food in the US. Yeah, I watched one today where they had Texas barbecue for the very first time. Now, Texas barbecue isn't a monolith. Certainly every barbecue restaurant in Texas has their kind of own take on it. And then Kansas City, they do more like dry rubs, where in Texas, a lot of the barbecue is a little bit more of a wet barbecue, you know, where like it's got sauce on it and stuff. But it has been fun watching a lot of the Europeans that have come over here to the States discover things like Buc-ee's and the different kinds of foods and things like that. In fact, I sent a video to a friend of mine that was, it was kind of, I think it was done with AI, but it was like people going back to Europe after visiting the United States and complaining about the portion size and the lack of flavor and that kind of stuff. So it's kind of funny, but yeah, I think we do take for granted some of the things we have access to here in the States, for sure. For sure. Now, our friends up north, Superior, you can talk about poutine. I didn't discover poutine until I moved to Minnesota, and so I wish that my health was my health isn't bad, but like a couple years ago, I got diagnosed pre-diabetic, so I can't eat the amount of carbs that I used to. But I discovered poutine right around the same time I discovered that I shouldn't be eating all the carbs. But basically, like gravy on French fries, which I mean is not dissimilar to gravy like on mashed potatoes, but even like, you know, cheese curds and French fries covered in gravy and sauce, so good, so good. Man, you guys are making me hungry. I'm gonna have to get my wife and go on a little fast food date or something when we get off the stream here. Let's see, the flavor text on Lit Leo, a cute little guy sitting over here in the tree. They set off on their own from their pride and live by themselves to become stronger. These hot-blooded Pokemon are quick to fight. Yeah, so that basic is 1 energy to do 10 damage. So that's a good trade-off. I mean, it can get in the action pretty quickly, basic Pokemon. Golbat, this is something, as I've been watching through the Pokemon series, cartoon series, a bunch of these showed up very early on when they were trying to go through the cave. They were attacked by swarms of these Golbats. Lives, what's it say? It loves to drink other creatures' blood. Well, yeah. It said that if it finds others of its kind going hungry, it sometimes shares the blood it gathers. Oh, that kind of got dark and weird. If you had to pick poutine or chili cheese fries for sure. When we lived in Texas, we had a Sonic. I don't know if you know what Sonic is. I think they're around the country. But we had a Sonic 2 blocks from our house. And so every Tuesday night, they would have half-price burgers. And so almost every Tuesday night, that's what we would eat for dinner. And they would have happy hour at Sonic where you could get their drinks. They have that amazing nugget ice and slushes. And you go to happy hour, you can get half-price drinks. And so you get half-price drinks and half-price cheeseburgers on a Tuesday. Man, when we were young and married, stretch that dollar. It was living the dream, living the dream. But the closest Sonic to where we live now is probably a 35-minute drive from our house. So, oh, let's talk about this too real quick. What do we think about these Lego sets? What do we think? Is this like a Pokeball hovercraft? What do we got going on here? Add a smart brick. I'm a Lego fan. Like, I grew up. Like, here's a ball down here too. Looks like you got a target you can throw stuff at. See, where is all the... pre-order? I do kind of dig the vibe of this. No, but chili cheese fries for sure, for sure. New releases. Will it have Legos over here on the left? Entertainment, games and puzzles, kitchen, outdoor. Has anybody jumped on any of these Pokemon Legos? Let's see what we got here. And I'm not a big fan of the smart play brick thing that they've added to Legos either, because a lot of times it doesn't really fit in with the design of the actual object. I mean, this is okay, I guess. I don't know. What do you guys think? Oh, that's $120. Holy smokes! Just kidding. Not a fan of that one. $70, $80. Umbreon and Garchomp. Interesting. What is this supposed to be? Is this like a battle dummy that they can practice fighting on or something? I don't want SMS updates. Thank you, though. Oh, interesting. So like when they fight each other, if they both have the smart play bricks, I guess they make noises and stuff. Interesting. Let's see here. We got a Squirtle car. Looks like he's got a burger over here, Pokemon Fire, and he's got his little water shooter. It's almost like they're turning these like into little games or something like that. It's an interesting one. $30 is a better price point for me, at least. David says, when it comes to budgeting, have you ever gambled on a Pokemon card and didn't see the return you wanted? Not yet. Not yet. I think I say that. I think my biggest gamble was I got an Articuno from Journey Together and what was the other one? Lana's Aid. And I sent them off to PSA, but they both gem mint tinned. They both tinned. And so it was a little bit of a gamble, but it paid off. But I've never had one that when I bought fake cards, you can go back and watch that video. But when I bought some fake cards by accident, that certainly was a gamble, buying cards from a buyer or seller that I'd never bought from before, and then I got home and realized they were fake. So that certainly was not fun. I like this set okay. I like this set. It's kind of got a pirate vibe to it. It's like it's got almost like a downed pirate ship skeleton there, and then it's got a treasure map and Lapras and Eevee. Kind of dig that one. That's $60. That's not a bad price point. This one we looked at a minute ago. Here's a $20 one. Oh, Bulbasaur and Bidoof. Yeah, these are all like games, I guess. This is called, what do they say? Berry Bash? That's kind of fun. Oh, look how small it is compared to everything else. I like that. I like some of these are cute. I dig that. $20, I wouldn't mind having that set. There's another $20 set. Was that Geodude? Yeah, Geodude and Charmander. That face is a little interesting looking there. Like, looks like they're like in a mine or something. That's kind of fun. So far, my favorite is probably this Bidoof set and the Lapras set. Let's see what else we got here. Now, this is a fun little set for 35 bucks. Hey, what's up, White Fox? What's up, Seth? Oh, you can spin the wheel here. What do they call this game? I like this one. It's kind of fun. Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley. These look pretty good in the, you know, reimagined in Lego. It's kind of fun. You get three Pokemon for $35, so about $10 a Pokemon. It's not too bad. Okay, then you get in the $650 set. I've seen these on the shelves. Like these are around the Twin Cities. I like this one. It's kind of cute. $60, not a bad price point. Why do you not like Bidoof, Seth? What do you have against Bidoof? This one, I'm not a huge fan. I don't think they did a great job with the face of this Pikachu. I understand what they were trying to do. It's kind of fun, but like, it almost looks like he has on like a visor or something over his eyes. And then which ones have sold out? So the Mewtwo's Lab. Oh, that's a pretty cool set. That's pretty fun. I dig this like readout or whatever over here, and then it's got a Master Ball. That one is kind of cool. I can see how that resonated with people. It looks very much like the card art for that particular card. Oh, this is a fun one too. Cubone and Gengar. Looks like if you hit this target, I don't know what it does to make the chest come out or something. It's interesting. I wonder what the mechanics of that are. I wonder if it shows in any of the artwork. Looks like his tongue can go from left to right, maybe. It's in different orientations, isn't it? In the images. Interesting. So it looks like she's thrown this Pokeball at something and he's fallen down. I wasn't planning on doing a full review of all the Lego sets, but it's kind of fun. There are just better Pokemon that could have been made into Lego. Yeah, I'm sure they're not done making them yet, but all right, this one is simple and cute, and it's $15. Yeah, this is simple and cute. Looks like it's well designed. Reminds me of the Super Bowl commercial. Lady Gaga's favorite Pokemon in that commercial. So that one looks kind of fun. I kind of dig that one. David asks, between owning your business and in your personal life, have you noticed a difference in how you budget for each of them? If so, how? Not really. I mean, I am very fiscally conservative, both in... Oh, Z said I haven't built my Eevee yet. I'm pretty fiscally conservative, both in my personal life and in my business. I will say it is interesting. I talked at the beginning of the stream tonight. I went by a local bank. I'm going to open up an account over there just for my business. And it is interesting to begin to think about, with some of the money that I've made from the business, of what it would look like to place some of what I've made into like a money market account or an interest-bearing account. So to think about like what would investing potentially look like for the business, so I can invest some of my money that would make money. And so to be at that point where, yes, I want to continue to pick up collections, but could I take a portion of what I've made and invest it in such a way that I still have access to that money in case I come across. So whether that's like a money market account or a high yield savings account or something like that. So that's been fun to kind of like explore a little bit, but I also want to have access to the money so that if I need to do something quickly, I can. But no, I'm pretty conservative in most things that I do when it comes to finances. I don't do a lot of splurging. I have quite a reservoir of self-control when it comes to money. So that certainly has helped. White Fox says some of the Pokemon lore is crazy, like Voltorbs are ghost Pokemon inhabiting Pokeballs. Oh, I didn't know that. All right, guys, we got 4 minutes left in our super chat goal to get 3 super chats of $2 or $1.99 or more. If you want to help us get there, you've got 4 minutes to help us get there. No pressure, but also a little bit of pressure. And then we'll wrap up the live stream here in just a few minutes. But thanks for joining us tonight. We did have 1 EX hit in one of our packs. I already have that listed up on the website. And tomorrow, I think I'm going to sit here and list probably the rest of my hollow foils and reverse hollow foils, reverse hollows. Does anybody say hollow foils? That's such a weird word to say that out loud. So, no, I haven't gotten to that part in the cartoon series yet. Does it do that in the cartoon series? Tell you about Voltorbs and where they come from, Seth? Just curious. Yeah, because I'm learning a lot about, because tonight I've been reading some of the flavor text on these cards, and so even the Golbat's talking about it drinks the blood of its enemies, and then sometimes if a Golbat can't get to, if they're lonely or can't get food, they'll share the blood they've received with other Golbats. And I'm just like, yeah, okay, cool. But yeah, I'm learning because a bunch of Golbats just attacked Ash and who's with Ash? The gal, the redheaded gal. Can't think of her name right now. I want to say Daisy, but that's not right, I don't think. And then there's another trainer that's with them as well. Oh, not really. It's all from flavor text. Okay, gotcha. It's crazy. Yeah, it's interesting. I do like the way that they put they put the name like skun tank, like it's a skunk in a tank at the same time because it shoots out stuff like a tank from the front of its head. So some of the stuff is pretty clever, I should say. Really messed up ones, LOL. Yeah, I haven't gotten this. I mean, the Golbat one's pretty messed up in and of itself. So, all right, 2 minutes left on our super chat goal. If you want to jump in at the last minute. But no, yeah, I was able to tell the story a little bit at the top of the hour, or top of our time together, about going and visiting the bank and that discussion today. I think I'm going to go open up that account tomorrow. And excited to get that done. If not tomorrow, sometime next week. And get all that set up. But yeah, excited to start seeing. Oh, and then Retro Mike, super helpful with telling me about my Amazon affiliate, how I can go and change the payout details, where maybe I can get paid sooner rather than later for some of my Amazon affiliate link stuff. So that'll be cool if I can check that out here in a minute. So. All right, guys, we got about 70 seconds left on the super chat goal, and then I will sign off for the evening. Any last minute questions, thoughts, ideas, challenges, successes to celebrate? We haven't done a level up alert in a while. I'm going to do a level up alert. Has anybody leveled up recently in their business? Something to celebrate on the stream? If so, let me know. All right, let's see here. What does this button do? Oh, cool. Shows me who all's chatted the most, basically, and never click on the top fans button. Cardshopguy blew through the top chats today. All right, about 20 seconds left on the super chat. Probably missed the goal tonight, but that's okay. You guys were super generous last week, and even tonight, Cardshopguy and Nightmare702 came through. Wife leveled up with a carpal tunnel surgery. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. That stinks. What's the recovery on that for her? So she should stop having pain after 10 years. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Busiest day of the week. I try to make it to where most of my busyness lands on my days off. So I'm off on Thursdays and Fridays for my main job. So I try to make it to where I list, if I'm going to list a bunch of cards, I try to do it like on Tuesday or Wednesday nights so that I can do most of my packing on Thursdays and Fridays. And so that during my work week at my main job, I'm not having to do as much packing during that time, because by the time I get home from a day of work, if I have a handful of orders to pack, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, good question. Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize JJ was having issues. I wonder, like for guys, Seth, like you and I that are gamers, particularly PC gamers. I've been a PC gamer or sitting at a computer since 1994. And I was even in typing in middle school. I took like typing as one of my courses. So like our main hobby and our jobs are both at computers all day long, and I don't have any kind of wrist issues, and I'm 50 years old. So like I wonder why some people like your wife gets carpal tunnel, and then other people like us that are at keyboards and mice all day don't. What a weird world. Not long, she should get her cast off after 7 days, and it's light duty and rehabbing for a while. Yeah, I don't know why guys like us that are gaming all the time don't have carpal tunnel or need to have wrist fusion surgery or something like that. So, all right, guys, you guys made me hungry asking me all these questions about food earlier. So I realized I never really ate dinner tonight. So I'm gonna wrap up with you guys. Thanks for the super chats. Thank you, Cardshopguy and Nightmare702 for the super chats tonight. It has been another fun stream. I'll be back next Thursday, coming up with some content. I'll have a video coming out on Saturday, Tuesday, and then live streaming again on Thursday. As always, if you haven't joined our Discord server, the Discord link is down below. Love to have your ideas for future videos. There's a whole channel there where you can put your ideas for future videos. Later, Seth. See you, man. But yeah, love to see you back here for future live streams, future videos, likes, comments on videos when they come out during the week is super helpful for engagement to get those videos out there. So thanks for being here. Thanks for helping me get to 1,000 subscribers. We're up to 1,070 subscribers. So thanks for that. Z, thanks for being here. You were the first comment of the day of the live stream, man. Appreciate you very much. But everybody have a great week. I'm going to go ahead and I never know how to sign off on these things. I always do so much better in my pre-recorded videos. But I will say this. My name is Alan. This is Flip House Finds, and I will see you in the next live stream. See you, everybody.